All right, in this particular video, this is going to be fun. We get to graph absolute value functions. I mean, it's not fun like Disneyland fun, but it's kind of fun because you get to use this cool little interactive widgets that they have here on the Khan Academy. So we're going to learn how to graph absolute value functions because right now this equation tells me everything I need to know. Okay? Now, whenever you start out, oh, that's just an example real quick. Whenever you start out, they always start out with the graph being y equals the absolute value of x. So you always know the vertex is going to be at 0, 0. Okay? Now this particular graph is going to tell me a lot of different things. So we're going to talk about what each of those things are, and then we're going to go ahead and start graphing these. So the first thing I'm going to pay attention to right here is this negative sign. That means it's going to open down. It's going to reflect across the x axis. So number one, that negative sign is like negative g of x. And negative g of x, if I say if this is positive g of x, negative g of x would reflect across the x axis. But basically, in short, it's just going to open down, okay? That absolute value function is going to open downwards. Opens down, okay? The next thing I'm going to talk about is this little x plus 2 inside of the absolute value. Okay, this is where students kind of mess up. They see plus 2 and they think, ooh, it's got to be positive. But what you're thinking about is like, what number would you plug in there to make it equal to 0? Well, that's negative 2. Negative 2 plus 2 would get me back to 0, 0, my original absolute value function. So the second thing you need to be aware of is that absolute value of x plus 2, what does that mean? That means it's going to shift it 2 units to the left. So put shifts 2 units left. All right, that's 2 units left. Now, over here we have this positive 2. All right, and that's super easy. That means it either goes up or goes down. So that positive 2 means it's going to go 2 units up. Whatever that number is, it's either going to go up or it's going to go down. If there's nothing there, that means it doesn't go up, nor does it go down. And the last thing I'm going to talk about, I know I didn't highlight it in order, but is that 5 right there. What am I going to do with that 5? So this is called, it's scaled by a factor of 5. So it's scaled, I'm going to call it scaled vertically because it's on the outside of the absolute value. Scaled vertically by 5. And we call that a vertical stretch. So it's a vertical stretch. So instead of like going up 1 over 1, if that 5 it would go up 5 and over 1. But because it's negative, we actually have to go down. But these are the 4 things that are happening in the graph. Now I'm going to kind of show you how I would do this. The first thing I do is I move left or right. So since that says plus 2, I'm going to go 2 units to the left because negative 2 plus 2 is 0. And since it says plus 2, I'm going to go 2 units up. Then I just look at this negative 5, and I know it's going to be opening downward, but I got to go down 5 and over 1. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 1 right there. So got to make sure. So I'm at a 2, I'm at a negative 3. Yep, that's down 5 units, and I'm over 1 unit. That makes me feel good that I got it right. Yay. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Now this one, I'm not going to write down all the steps. You'll notice that there's nothing here in here, so basically it's not going to shift left or right, but it is going to shift 4 units down. So I'm going to move this 4 units down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we look at the scale. And the scale says 6. And what does that mean? That means I got to go up 6 and over 1. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6 over 1. Boom, put it right there. All right. So if you're wondering what is this 6 to 1 ratio, I got this cool little tool right here. Hopefully you can see it as I work. I'm going to go up 6 units and over 1 unit. Then I'm going to go up 6 units and over 1 unit. I will shade in this little triangle. And for those of you who know what slope is, it's very simple. It's basically like the same concept, okay? It's scaled by a factor of 6, but that means it goes up 6 over 1, up 6 over 1. And that makes me feel very good, very confident this is the right answer. Good work. 2 questions done. Keep going. Okay, I'll keep going. All right. Ooh, this one. It says negative 2, x minus 5 minus 4. So the first thing I do is I go to the right 5 units, and I go down 4 units. So from 0, 0, I go over a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 5. There we go. And then I have to go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So why do I go over 5? Because that says x minus 5. And like what number would you have to plug in right there to make it equal to 0? 5. So that's why I went over 5 units. Minus 4, I go down 4. Now I'm going to be worried about this negative 2. All right? It's negative 2. So I got to go down 2 over 1. Down 2 over 1. That's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so I'm going to go down 2 over 1. All right, so here we go. That negative 2 means I go down 2 over 1. And there we go. And last but not least is our last question. It says 5 times the absolute value of x minus 6 plus 2. So this lets me go x minus 6. So that means I got to go 6 units to the right and 2 units up. So I got to go 6 units to the right and 2 units up. It has a scale of 5. So that means I got to go up 5 and over 1. So I got to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1, which means puts me right there. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1. Yep, that'll work. All right, so I did a little quick little, I'll go back here. So what do you always start with? You always start with y equals the absolute value of x, okay? On this one, if it says negative, you know it opens down. If it says x minus 6, it goes 6 units to the right. Plus 2 means it goes 2 units up, so that's the green function right here. And then I have one here called g of x. It says negative 2 times the absolute value of x plus 2, but it doesn't have anything at the end, so I know it doesn't go up or down. It just goes 2 units to the left, and it goes down 2 over 1. So these are a couple more examples. And you always start from y equals the absolute value of x. All right, so hopefully just by seeing this, you can see that it goes 6 units to the right, 2 units up, and then you go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 1. So you got to get that 5-to-1 ratio for your scale. All right, good luck. Hope this helps.